You tell Frankie I told him the next time he. Oh, hey, what's going on? We'll talk later. Go. Not through the door. At the window. You know the rules.
Oh my God.
So I just had to. A little family business. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Not that window. The other one. The one on the next floor. Not that one. You know what you did wrong. Fungal, whatever. Hey, what's going on, folks? Sorry, that was family business. I apologize. What's going on, folks? Welcome to another exciting episode of Fandom Initiative. Good day. Welcome. It's a very sunny day.
Bienvenue.
Ni hao, jumbo. Good day. That was horrible. That was dreadful. I apologize to anyone in Australia for that horrible representation of your wonderful accent. It is a wonderful day here in the tri-state area. I mean, it's cold, but it's very sunny. It's nice. Try to take a walk afterwards. Get that sun, get that vitamin D in your life. We all need a little vitamin D. And no, I'm not going to change that statement. I don't care. You read into that whatever you want. I really don't care. So let's get the instructions out of the way because we have a rousing. That's going to be my word from now on. A rousing show, and I'm going to do my fist like this when I do it. Rousing good show of Fandom Initiative. Let's get these introductions out of the way. I'm looking at the halo light side of the camera. It's been that type of week, folks. It's been that type of week. But guess what? It's going to be all right. The man across from me, this is the cinema CEO. He is the cinema God. He is through the light through yonder window breaks behind him. Those blinds, goodness. Yes. This is Michael Williams.
What's up, y'all?
Yeah. Don't ask what's in the cup. It's none of your business. Myself, I am the hungriest man in the room. You can take that however you want as well. I am the Hungry Bleak. It's just, this has been a wild week. It's been a busy week. Welcome to the fandom. So, been a lot going on, brother. How you doing? What's going
on? I'm good, brother. I'm good.
Yeah.
Possibly thinking about a new gig,
a new vocation.
Yeah.
You going to vocational school?
No, vocational school. No.
Welding?
Yeah, welding.
Plumbing. Making those toolboxes that they
plumbing
in a shop class.
Yeah,
shop class.
HVAC.
Spot welder, sir. My vocation is spot welding, sir. From the House of Williams, we are a noble family of welders. Spot welding has run in my veins. Generation.
Yeah.
In Africa, we would light the fires hot on the coast and spot weld.
Exactly. No, I got a few irons in the fire. One of which I completed a gauntlet of interviews for last week.
Nice.
So, and I have two more next week, not with the same employer. Two different employers next week, and I don't know. We'll see. I'm leaning towards one, and hopefully that's the one that'll happen.
Run it. I am leaning towards corner pharmaceutical distributor.
I see.
Let that run around people's brains for a moment and don't figure that out.
That could be a noble profession in certain countries. Yes.
Snowfall.
Yeah.
All right. So we had the SuperBowl, which was wow. Yeah, that team picked up the ball and they ran it all over the place, and then the other team tried to take the ball from them, and then somebody kicked it. Yo, it was crazy, right? And then Eminem like had a knee because like his knee brace was acting up, and then it was a whole bunch of stuff happened. It was crazy. Then that team won. The team that people wanted. It was what? It was wild, right? It was oh my god, yeah. Watch that shit.
That about sums up the whole thing,
doesn't it? Though. It makes me sound like I don't want to talk about, don't it? Like stats and everything. I got charts, I got whiteboard and everything. That's crazy. So, as always with Super Bowl, the two biggest things that they talk about, aside from the actual game, are the halftime show and the commercials. And usually with a lot of commercials, you're going to get trailers. So we got the I want to say like a more regular trailer, because at the end of I lost my keys on the way home from the corner store market. That wasn't even a trailer. That was a ridiculous that wasn't even a sizzle reel. That was like a buffet reel of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. But we got the trailer, which showed a little bit more. Now y'all know my rule. I only watch a trailer. I only watch one trailer. I'll watch one teaser and one trailer. I happened to see this one. I think it was by accident, actually. I think it's how I saw it. So I was all right, fine. I'll just watch it, because it was on I want to say YouTube, possibly, because YouTube, when you're watching something, obviously, because we're on YouTube and Twitch. Hello, everyone. Like, you'll watch something, there'll be a break in between, they'll show a trailer, you can skip it. I just didn't have the energy to actually hit the button. So what happened? So we got more of what's going on with this movie. This is going to be crazy. It's going to be ridiculous. And we got a huge moment in there. I mean, well, there are a few huge moments, let's be honest. There are a few huge moments. Well, we got a huge moment of a certain character. What's the star date today? A certain actor.
Yes.
So obviously 99.99% sure all of us are that this was Charles Xavier. Patrick Stewart's Professor Charles Xavier of the X-Men, since we're dealing with multiverses. And you see what was like 4 or 5 chairs as Doctor Strange is walking towards it. Now, this is huge on 2 different fronts. One, Patrick Stewart. Another one is a group that is like really important in the Marvel comics and dealing with multiverses as well. There was a title by Jonathan Hickman called New Avengers, where it was these characters, the Illuminati. Okay, yeah, I'll see you in the theater. Bad. I don't have anything clever to say, folks. I apologize. I'll come with something later on. I apologize, but this run it. I love that series too. I like that series more than probably the other Avengers series that was going on at the same time, because it was more cerebral. It was Charles Xavier, Black Panther, Namor, Mr. Fantastic, Iron Man, and Captain America. Captain America leaves them at a certain point, but each of them also are in charge of one of the Infinity Stones. I don't think we're going to get that in this movie, or we may have something else out. So I don't know. But like I said, I'll see you in the theater. Extra butter. Lemon iced tea fuse, please. Use my AMC Stubbs card.
Yes, from the freestyle machine. Yes.
You better not be empty.
Yeah.
Brother, thoughts on this?
I only have one negative thought on this whole situation, because it did not. And I could be wrong, and I'm sure someone will point that out if I am wrong. Did they play the full trailer during the game at all? Because it didn't seem like it. It seemed like they were pushing you to go online. I
want to say they did, but I didn't watch the game.
Yeah, I watched the game and I didn't see a full trailer. I saw them show like various scenes and then like, oh, full trailer is online now. I'm like, oh, okay, great. You know what I mean? So
that's what they want you to go on.
Yeah, because they love the internet numbers now. They love those numbers for some reason.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah.
But okay, that's my only negative thing that I have to say about this entire trailer experience. This trailer is insane. It's just absolutely insane. It's even more insane than that little teaser that we got at the end of No Way Home.
Yeah, which is impossible. Like, you would think that would be impossible, right? You're like, yo, you can't get no better than this.
Yeah.
Everybody's falling in the chairs like, oh my god.
Yeah, this just kind of like this is the equivalent of you unlocking the secret level in a video game.
The
trailer.
Like after the game is done, all of a sudden there's this bonus. You're like, I didn't pay. Wait, is it free?
Exactly.
I'm not paying for this extra stuff. I'm not.
Exactly. I'm right there along with you, brother, in the theater. Like this is.
I'll save you a seat.
I thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, we both have the AMC Stubs card, so we can get our seats, sir.
Exactly.
So we'll see you. Yeah,
I appreciate that, bro. Yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to this film. Like completely, as if I wasn't before. I definitely am now. That whole Illuminati scene just blows your mind, literally.
Yeah.
And I think the only question I had about the scene was, and I know this is a multiverse movie, but it's still kind of a question that kind of stands out in my head, is like, why Patrick Stewart's Xavier and not McAvoy's Xavier?
I'm going to be real with you. I want Patrick Stewart. I'm going to be real with you, and that's no shade to McAvoy, but that's our first our first Xavier, like that we got on screen was. I mean, the first time you watch X-Men, like you go back now and watching it, you like. But when you first see Stewart as Xavier and he's in his chair, that scene hits. I don't care what have you, it hits. Not that McAvoy didn't do a great job as a younger Xavier, he does, and he's a bit more of an ass, which Xavier can be an ass. Let's be real. I've talked about this already. Let your kids come to my school. Teach them how to use their powers. Next thing you know, kill that Sentinel. Wait, what? Hold on. You know, homeroom was like 10 minutes ago, and now I'm in the danger room. What happened?
Yeah.
So I mean, and we want those moments with Stewart. We honestly do. He's so beloved.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But at some time, we may get McAvoy in this. We don't know. Again, as far as like time and such like that go with the multiverse, we could go any different way. So there's still a possibility that we might get him at somewhere down the line. We could get him in a proper X-Men MCU. We don't know, or we could be getting a different X-Men altogether. Or Charles, I've said about Mark Strong.
Yeah, I like that.
You know who could be a really outlandish if they decide to do a camp one? Billy Zane. That's a wild ass been there.
You know that, brother. That's inspired. That's inspired. It really is.
But I think that would have to be more of a campy one because he just has that. Like I could see him being like, honestly, if they were to redo like the old like Adam West Batman, I could see him being Batman because he just has that camp feel, and that's not a shade to him at all. It's beautiful because he leans into it so hard that it works. But I mean, we may get McAvoy at some point. We honestly don't know. But I'm excited. Again, I'm not going to theorize, even though there is something I'm going to be theorizing about later on. So I'm totally breaking my own cycle. But I'm excited by this. I like a little bit of the horror aspect, and I want them to go a little bit more into that.
Yeah, I agree with you there because this trailer to me absolutely speaks Sam Raimi. Absolutely speaks Sam Raimi, and absolutely speaks to the fact that was the brilliant choice to bring him in on a movie like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If we don't get something with Campbell in it somewhere in here, make him somebody, make him a ridiculous Mr. Wonderful. No, excuse me, not Mr. Wonderful. Wonder Man, thank you. Wonder Man. Make him a ridiculous Wonder Man. That chin needs to be on the silver screen in this big ass movie. Please do it. Raimi just and you, oh God, I feel like going to watch like the Evil Dead for the 1,000th time. No,
and again, the scenes in the trailer also with Wanda just sort of accelerate that feeling that I had coming out of WandaVision. Like, we're really going to see just what Wanda is becoming and what is possible for her. You know what I mean?
And Wanda, Professor X, possibly one step closer to. Well, somebody had where did I hear this before? That someone said, "What if the moment is in reverse? More mutants."
Yeah,
somebody, I can't remember where I heard that. Oh, because y'all know I love giving people credit, not like some people. I can't remember where, but I was like, "Oh, what if since they've done things in reverse?" I mean, we have obviously with Parker, with Spider-Man, it's in reverse, which is a beautiful way to do it, a beautiful nod. I wouldn't be mad either way. I'm here for it. I'm actually gonna, after the show, I'm actually gonna go sit in the theater and wait.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna bring some moist tellets, and I'm gonna make it do what it do.
Exactly. I hear you. I hear
you. But this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, and I just want to make one like side commentary on it. Like, I've seen a couple of people in the last few weeks just now are kind of almost backhandedly admonishing Disney and Marvel because they're like, oh, well, this multiverse thing is just a cash grab. It's going to fall flat on it. It's going to fall flat on its face because no one's going to be able to kind of, meaning Disney and Marvel themselves are going to be able to kind of keep things straight once they go down this path and all this other stuff. I got to be honest with you. Like, I don't think that's the case at all. I think that if you have a well-written story, people will be willing to suspend their disbelief on what is going on. Like, that's the beauty of No Way Home. Like, if No Way Home is not well written, it literally could fall apart. You know what I mean? Like, people would not understand where all these Spider-Mans have come from, especially if they haven't seen all the movies and all this other stuff, right? Like, your writing has to be strong if you're, and I honestly think that that's the thing. Like, they would not go down this path unless they know they have the right kind of writers involved, and not just writers, directors involved, who are going to be able to pull this off. You know what I mean?
Well, I think they would have to have people also that are charged with the continuity.
Oh, absolutely. You know,
and some things are going to slip through the cracks. Honestly, that's just unfortunately there. I mean, you could get any comic, any great storyline work, and you can find little pinholes. That's unfortunately the nature, and it is a chance when you go. I've said this before: when you go through time travel or the multiverse theory, you do have a chance of going too far and muddying up the waters too much. But it's how far you go. You have to know your threshold and not go beyond it. And I trust them with this. They're not going to go. It's not going to be like, there's not going to be like a movie where there's 50 Captain Americas.
Exactly.
And they're all fighting to be the one. You know what I mean? It's not going to be this isn't going to be the one.
Yeah.
They're not going to be all fighting for that one power. It's not. So when people like start saying stuff like that, I just like get off of social media and I just go on about my business. I don't have the time or the patience or the care. I'll be honest with you. If they don't want it, but yet they're going to be the first ones to watch it. So
exactly.
You got to take what they're saying with a grain of salt and then use that salt to season your food and go eat something.
True. I agree, bro.
There's always going to be people like that. What do you bet? That's it. That's all I can say about that. Is that pose right there. That's it.
Exactly.
So to continue with the trailer theme and motif. We also got this trailer, this other trailer for Moon Knight. Y'all already know I was down for Moon Knight to begin with, but in this trailer we get to see Khonshu, who is the god that quote unquote brings Mark Spector back from the dead to be his his priest, his avatar, his fist, his right hand. Who, like Moon Knight's other, like he's been on his Moon Knight, the fist of Khonshu. And we go from there, and you get this beautiful. Oh my god, I love the way they show him gliding, and his cape is full out. It's one of the most beautiful things possible. I'm trying to remember the Bill Semescu. I might be butchering his name, possibly. Renowned artist and renowned for Moon Knight, among many other properties. Seeing Moon Knight's cape is one of the most beautiful things possible when it's fully out, and we also see him like leaping from one building to another. I was already down for this, but seeing that, yeah, bet again. That's going to be March 4th.
Is it the 4th or is it later in March?
14th. I want to say something with a 4 in it.
Yeah, I would bet it's probably later in March because March 4th is Batman.
I would still watch this before I watch.
No, I know, but I don't think that they would.
I mean, and I do want to see Batman. I do.
Yeah, I don't think they would put it out against that though.
I would. Matter of fact, I would release it early. I would have released it during Super Bowl because I'm a jerk. Yeah. I would have been sitting there like, hit the button.
Yeah.
Unleash the dogs of war.
Release the hounds.
Bet I would. I would be like on a John Woo on a set.
Yeah,
you release the doves. No, I need more doves.
You know what you would have been like? You would have been like Christopher Plummer in Star Trek.
Bet.
Where he says, Bet. Cry havoc and let slip the dogs of war as he twists around in his captain's chair.
Bet. I'd have busted Thanos too. I'd have busted Thanos. I don't care. Real, yeah, but sir, but everybody's, I don't care. I bet this is it looks great again.
Yeah.
Not just the character, but we're getting Oscar Isaacs.
Yes.
Who, and this is he's one of those like really low key actors who has put out banging work. And consistently good. It just gets better.
Yeah.
And this, I feel, is another level to these Disney Plus series. There's a lot that they can link up with this too, because Moon Knight is that darker side of Marvel. Again, supernatural, maybe. The only power that I know of that he has, I'm not sure if he has it now. He may have been depowered. Because there's a new series out, which is phenomenal. Go read it. It's beautifully done. It's amazing, really. Is that he has super strength, agility, and such like that when there's a full moon. Moon Knight. It's not a far stretch, folks. But yeah, that's the only. So I don't know if he's going to have that power in this series. I don't know. But you're getting Oscar Isaacs, who is like that top tier Oscar level acting ability, and I want to see what he does with this action, because I'm trying to think of him in an action role aside from the only thing I can think of is was the Netflix movie. Is it Triple, where it's him?
Triple Frontier?
Yeah, thank you. Somewhat action, but he's not in the movie like the whole movie. He's only in it to a certain point. Again, this is going to be dark, and they've said they're not going to be pulling punches, no pun intended. This is going to be dark. I want to see how dark they go, because they're also going to be putting on the Marvel series, which were dark themselves. So this could be another corner that we're going to kind of put a light on more and check out, because we've had the fun, bubbly Avengers banter. Yes, girl. Yeah. We have a Hulk, all that. Now we're going to be getting into this guy who is just, for all intents and purposes, unhinged.
Yeah. And I mean, it's interesting that you bring up the whole Marvel Netflix thing, because I still haven't heard confirmation that that's going to be in the United States yet. I've heard it confirmed everywhere else pretty much, but not here yet. So I'm not sure. See, that's why I think it could happen on Disney Plus. I mean, it would be sort of this thing where they're willing to kind of push the edge? Because you and I both know how violent those Netflix shows are.
Yeah.
So are they willing to kind of press the envelope on D plus a bit? And are they kind of referring to Moon Knight as being in that vein of being that violent? Because I mean, we've seen some scenes in trailers for Moon Knight that look
car door in Daredevil alone.
Yeah. Or are the or in the United States, are those Marvel Netflix shows going to reside on Hulu at some point? There has been no kind of talk about the U.S. territory. I've seen everywhere else saying that they're getting it, but I don't know.
We'll see what's going to happen. Because what they're leaving at the end of February.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what happens, later on. I would hope that they would have something on there for this content, because I'm going to be honest with you. Marvel has this wide variety of different characters and stuff like that, and they have the nice light, they have the dark, they have kind of in between, they have characters that have these depth to them. It's not all banter and silliness and what have you. And they've kind of lightened up a lot of the stuff for the MCU. But if they're going to bring a character like Moon Knight into this world, you can't go light. Similar thing with oh my god, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. When they decided to bring in Bradley, that's not a story that you can tell and be toned down, and you can't. So that to me, that's almost a start of being a little more darker. That series alone was a little darker, especially when you see the blood on the shield.
Yes, I agree with you. I agree.
So that's a tone. We have to. I mean, honestly, to even look at the darker tone of the MCU, you got to start with the Russos, because the Russos started with that darker tone, and they just made it all their own. With the MCU. So I'm completely for this. I want to see it. I need about 3 more Moon Knight tees, probably a hoodie. I'm looking for some Moon Knight draws as well. I don't care. Can't tell me nothing. Can't tell me nothing. Bet. All right. So this is going to be coming. I'm very excited about this, just seeing what's there. So I'm done watching trailers, obviously, with those two. I'm just going to wait for the series. Honestly. Speaking of a series that waited for quite a while because of COVID, unfortunately, was Euphoria. We got the next episode in this one. Wow. First off, what is the budget for the theater department? What the? Are you serious? This school ain't got no money. The only places you've seen in this school, I think, are the bathrooms and the theater. That's it. I don't think you've seen anything about classes or anything like that.
No.
This was an incredible meta episode.
Yes.
With the play, and you find out more about the backstory between Cassie and Maddie. And tell me if I'm wrong, but was she channeling some serious Carrie when she was breathing into that window and her eyes?
Oh, yeah. Obviously.
She was channeling some, and I'm not talking about those remakes. I'm talking about Sissy Spacek, Carrie. Just undiluted, like just straight shot of Carrie. It was amazing. I was still processing the last episode and getting this episode, and how deep and twisted this one was, where you get more of Nate's thought process and Cassie's with little glimpses of Rue and Jules, thank you. I don't know. I can always remember the actor's real name, but not the character. And I think because that's how hit what hits.
I get it, brother. I get it.
The episode before this was the one where we get Rue was going through detox at home. I always say about this series that Zendaya steals scenes by narrating them. This episode focuses on her and everyone. Now this is an ensemble cast. It is, but she's the lead in this episode, and everyone is truly her supporting cast, figuratively and literally, because at one point they're actually propping her up physically. It was cringeworthy to watch, and it hurt. And the things that she's saying are so real. If anything, you could honestly kind of link this to the Netflix movie. Maybe like almost like a prequel. It's not, but I mean, it's the same people are involved, obviously. And Coleman, Domingo, brother, where you been at, baby? Baby, where you been at? I don't watch Fear the Walking Dead, but I think I might have to because of this cat. I love when he's on scene. When he's in camera, I'm like, bet, yes, give it to me. Him coming over, cooking the dinner, and you think he's about to flirt with the mother. He's like, no, you two, go and get the hell out of here, because I know you've been watching that ass. Get out of here. And I loved it. Storm Reed, young lady, where did you come from growing up? Be it, ma'am, Miss Young Lady, ma'am. The future, the present, but also the future of the business. You see, she was giving so much in this. See, when she's talking to Rue, and even when she's speaking to Coleman's character while they're preparing dinner, it was just so beautifully and painfully done. And then you finally get the scene where the mother's been strong the whole time. The mother's been like, doing her thing, whatever. And when she makes the call and says that, and that her daughter cannot get into rehab, and she finally breaks. And they pan away, and you think that Rue's going to be up hearing it, or the dogs, they're not. They're sleeping. And it's just her laying there. And it's just her on the phone crying and begging and begging. Dude, this show, now, as of late, Levinson has come under fire for the nude scenes, which I don't like nudity in movies or series to begin with. Not that I'm a prude, because I'm nasty as hell. It's the fact of sometimes it just reminds me of people just trying to make shock factor, so they put it in there. So I don't really like nudity and stuff anyway, and I understand why they're saying it, and I get it. I mean, this is just, but if you're going with just the actors, the cast is incredible. The stories are hard, and they are cringeworthy in a great way where you want to watch it and you feel their pain. Oh, I think the show can only last maybe about five seasons tops, though, which is not a bad thing, because you don't need a show to last forever. Grey's Anatomy, you don't need a show to last. I haven't even watched the show. I just won't. That's how you get me to talk. Put me in tight shirt shoes and make me watch Grey's Anatomy. I'll tell you whatever secrets you want. Your thoughts on the last two episodes, brother?
Quality television, to be honest.
Banging.
This last episode, this past Sunday's episode, is basically this is the equivalent of a burn book come to life. I mean, that's basically what it is. And I thought it was, I love the fact that, and usually this would be kind of this cliche thing that a show would do, especially when someone, what is Cassie's sister's name?
Oh man. Damn. I can't remember. Laura?
Laura? I don't know. Hold on. Let me look it up. Let's see. Usually this would be something that you would do to be very sort of cliche when you have Lexi is her name.
Oh, okay.
When
Lexi
would be played by someone like Maud Apatow, who is the daughter of Judd Apatow and Leslie Mann. It would almost kind of be cliche that she is an offspring of two famous people in the business, and of course she's playing the director of the play, right? But I almost like it because it's that way, because I kind of think, or in my mind, I'm thinking she's been around her father and his success for a while, so there are obviously things that she's probably learned by just watching him. You know what I mean? So it kind of translates in the things that she's doing in the show, like how hard she's being on people behind the scenes, and the yelling and the and the all this other stuff. It's just really well done, that episode. Like, and just the way that they kind of blend the actions that are going on in the play, but also the actions that we know are occurring in what we would consider the real life part of the show, right? It's just brilliant. Like, this show is just really, really well done. Like, this exceeds any of my expectation for this show. You know what I mean? Like, when I first started watching Euphoria, I was like, I obviously was hooked because of Zendaya, right? And the trailers that I had seen before the show started. You know, and I just wanted the show to be, I'm trying to find a word better than, obviously, I wanted the show to be good. I just didn't think it would be this good. You know what I mean? It has a lot to say about teenagers in society right now. It has a lot to say about addiction. It has a lot to say about people who enable addiction. It has a lot to say about, I mean, everything. It's just so well done and so well acted. It's, and I agree with you, brother. I don't think this show needs to go more than 5 seasons.
Yeah,
I'm hoping it doesn't go more than 5 seasons.
No, 5 was good. Another thing that they did really well with this is the fact that the play is going on. Okay, so you're almost getting 3 stories. You're getting the play, which is telling the story. You're getting what's happening backstage. Actually, yeah, before so you're getting what's happening backstage. You're getting the parallels of what's happening in the real world, quote unquote. But then Fezco.
Yes.
So the play is making you kind of forget about it. You're like, oh wait, and oh wait, you keep forgetting about it, which is, I think, done on purpose, which is a wonderful thing. Not that it's making you forget, I shouldn't say, but it's making it keep it in the back of your head. And we don't know. We don't know what happened. That seat is empty. So we'll find out tomorrow what's happening.
Yeah.
I just really here's the thing. I kept seeing the name Apatow, and I was like, oh, somebody is, Judd's, child. I didn't even pay attention to it. Just because I love this cast on their own merits. Like, I wasn't even thinking about, and I was gonna look it up, and I was like, yeah, I just don't care. And I just loved that you're getting the suspense, you're getting some comedy, you're getting the drama, you're getting a thriller. They have a wonderful way of blending these things in. These actors are young and they are doing such an incredible job with this material. I'm excited to see what happens in the next episode, because you get 2 cliffhangers. What happened to Fezco? And what the hell is Cassie about to do? Because that look, I was like, yo, yes, no, I'm not, no. What? If you see a woman with that look on her face and she's steaming up the glass looking, I'm like, nah, bet, nah. I'm gonna see y'all later, maybe. I'm not coming back to the school. Nope. especially because y'all ain't got no security guards because all the money in the school is being used for this damn production.
In the theater department, clearly.
She obviously used Judd Apatow's money to fund this play. This is ridiculous.
Exactly.
Ridiculous.
Exactly.
But yeah, it was just such a sometimes and the show can be cringeworthy because you're like, oh my god, I can't watch this, but you want to see what's going to happen, so they keep you on the edge of your seat. And when the show first started, you thought it was going to be like this teen show. It's like, oh, I can't watch it. Let me see what this is about. I really don't watch it. And then you go, wait, what? Hold on, wait, what? I'm telling you, the kid that plays Nate, I forgot his name. God,
Jacob Elordi.
Yes, if Batman, easily, he's got the duality. You can see he's sitting there drinking with his mother, and you can see like he's got like, just think in your head, he's having that conversation with Alfred, or with Dr. Leslie, or with Gordon. That conversation. This kid could play Batman easily. He's got the look. He's big. He's got the acting chops. Whatever. He's got that dark duality thing. Definitely. And there's a lot that goes into it, and he's not a good guy. He's complicated and he's screwed up, but he's not a good person. And for a second, you almost go, "Oh, wait, he did to Maddie," and it just there's levels to this kid that are just so messed up. And you see what happened at his house and his father, and the scene where he's dreaming and his father's in the dream with him, and how his head is, and how he's dealing with his father and his mother and his own dark whatever that's going on, and possibly questioning his sexuality and who he's attracted to and what he's going, like all that together. There's a lot of combustible elements of what's going on with Nate and Zendaya's addiction edge. That's what keeps me coming back, is the cast and what these characters are going to do with what they're going through. How they're processing it. Definitely.
Yeah. And in one of those weird ways, this show kind of, and it's not even weird. It is what a show like this would do. It creates these people in situations that you're rooting for, right? Like, I'm rooting for Rue to get out of it. I don't know that she will, but I'm rooting for Rue to finally say enough and to choose life versus choosing dying. You know what I mean? And in some ways, I'm rooting for Lexi and Fesco, right? Because they're opposites. Clearly.
Oh, yeah.
But
on every level,
Fesco makes her feel the most herself, if you know what I mean. Right? So I'm hoping that they work out. Part of me wants Maddie to just choose to find something that isn't Nate. So that she can understand who she is without Nate.
Yeah. Be a person and to grow and find something that makes her happy.
Yeah, exactly.
Legitimately happy.
Yeah. And Cassie,
there's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on with that character.
Jeez. In some ways, Cassie is going to have to be by herself for a very long time. To just kind of try and not only just get over this trauma, but whatever is there that kind of pushes her towards trauma. You know what I mean?
I think you also got to think that they're kids. So they're going to have to go through this BS in order to become, cross your fingers, functioning adults.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So even that conversation she was having with her mother and Lexi, she's like, oh my God. And the way she's going back and forth, at a certain point, I was like, oh my God, shut the hell. But I was like, that sometimes people have to go through that stuff in order for them to grow and adapt. And it was just, and her mother are very similar. And that's why Lexi's just sitting there like, I don't know. You know what I mean? She's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm trying to get this play off the ground. I need this budget. I don't know what y'all talking about here.
Yeah,
I need to figure out how to get this budget.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Speaking of a budget, this is not a budget show. This is a enjoyable show. The Endgame on NBC, but you can watch it next day on Hulu and Peacock. Yes. Definitely yes. I enjoy this. Okay, this is basically a story. You have an FBI agent who is married to a man who was also an FBI agent, who is now in prison, who is in prison for supposedly taking money. When she leaves the jail, the prison, I should say, there's a call for that there's a bank robbery. While this is going on, just trying to deal with this, the government has brought in this huge box into this room. The box inside is a woman dressed in an incredibly beautiful blue dress, high heels, everything, walks in. And this is Elena. This is played by Marina Baccarin. You know her probably most from Firefly.
Yep.
From V.
Yep.
The other rebooted series.
Homeland.
Yes, Homeland. She's just one of those she's like one of those genre actors that when you see her, you go, all right, cool. You will sit back and enjoy it. The FBI agent, Val, is played by Ryan Michelle Bath. I don't know of her, but I need to get to know her work because she was awesome in this. And while this is going on, and they brought her in for questioning to find out what's going on, she's this mastermind who has these armies and cells all over the world. While this is going on, there's another bank heist, and another, but they're not necessarily heists. The banks are just being taken over. I believe there were 7 banks total. And Val is looking at them, trying to figure out what's going on. They're keeping Val out because of everything that is going on with Val's husband. Even though she was the one that turned her husband in, they don't trust Val. Elena asks for Val. They have a history. And then you get the backstory of Elena. And it's very twisted and not what you expect. And I enjoyed it. It was very delightful for the character, actually. So you're going to get this kind of cat and mouse chess game between these two characters. First off, we have 2 female leads. We have 2 actors who are just incredible. Secondly, we have a black FBI agent who is a black woman, as a lead. Yes, get me into this. We also have my man from I don't know where he's at as far as the series now, so if you know, don't say anything. Kelly Auckland, aka Dollar Bill from Billions, is actually on this show. I love this guy. Billions, he's hilarious. I love him in his scenes. He's a scene stealer, and we're figuring out where this is supposed to go with these 2 characters. I know NBC has a track record of doing series like this. We had, what was it? Jane Doe. I think Manifest was something like this. Like these series that there's twists and turns and stuff all around and whatever, smoke and mirrors, and it's not what you think. No, I didn't use my left hand. I used my right hand and all that stuff, what have you. But this actually really interests the hell out of me. This series. Check it out. Like I said, there's only 1 episode out so far. You can catch it on Peacock or Hulu, or you can probably check it out on demand as well if you have cable. But check this one out. It's definitely something that I enjoyed, and it caught me off guard. But when I saw that these were the 2 leads, I said, okay, let me check this out. When I saw how they interacted and the chemistry, and they have a history and they know each other, she tried to kill her, and she was like, I didn't try to kill you. My people don't miss. And you start to think, okay, so there was a real, like I said, it's a game of chess between these 2, and I'm loving this. So yeah, go check this out. I think this could be something that's a fun series, really enjoyable. There's a lot of different shades of skin tone in this series, which I love. Y'all know I'm about the different shades. Give me all of them, because I'm here for it. So yeah, check this out. I love it. All right, so real quick, something that we're going to introduce this week is going to call Just a Thought. Basically, this is where we'll go with a movie, a series, what have you. If there's some type of problem, something, what have you, we will give our quick thought on how it can be fixed, how it can be remedied, what they can do next, what have you. All right, so Black Panther movies and series. If they are not going to recast, again, I'm going to caveat this. If they are not going to recast Chadwick Boseman, we miss you, Chadwick. Damn, we miss you, brother. This is what I think they should do. Still have 2 movies going on in the Black Panther trilogy. Second movie, actually, the 2 movies, and there should be 2 series. Second movie, you can call it Quest for the Crown, where they have to crown a new monarch for Wakanda. You can have Shuri vying for the throne, as well as M'Baku. And let's bring in Casper Cole. If you don't know who Casper Cole is a character at a certain point when Black Panther was supposedly, when he was believed to be dead. Casper Cole was a cop who found a safe house with some Black Panther gear, and he took it, and he went out and was making drug busts, so he could actually get paid more as a cop, so he could take care of his mother, his girlfriend, and his girlfriend was pregnant. Bring that character in. They can say that he's one of the war dogs because there's still all those sleeper agents out there from Wakanda.
Mm-hmm.
Have those 3 vie for the crown somehow. At the end, Shuri becomes queen. She takes over the mantle of Black Panther. After this movie, you can split and do your Wakanda Forever series, which you definitely should. Third movie, okay, we have established Shuri is there. She is the monarch. She's taking care of Wakanda. She's a bit different because she's more science than praying to Bast, even though she does still believe in Bast, and Bast is their god. You can have, at this point, you quite possibly will have Namor. Don't know. That's when you can have that whole tussle going on between Wakanda and them. Meanwhile, at some point, you bring back in the War Dogs. They come back to Wakanda, along with Casper Cole. Tussle, what have you, do your thing. At the end, everything's cool, but there still are still War Dogs out there that may need to be awoken, let's say. Or there are some that have turned rogue. Casper Cole goes and takes his own team called the Crew. If you know about the Crew, then you know. Casper Cole gets his own suit, that white suit that you would see at times that he would wear, the trench coat, the 9mm with Trank, and he gets his team. You can quite possibly put Eli Bradley on there as Patriot, since Josiah X, who is a relative of Eli's, was a part of the Crew as well. And this also brings in the fact that you can bring Rhodes in for this team because he was the benefactor for them. You can also have him in the team as a mentor, as a consigliere, what have you, and get him out of those braces. I'm so tired of seeing him in those leg braces when you have everything else going on, all that technology. Get him out of those leg braces. You don't have to have him in the War Machine suit. He can still be their guy, still their mentor. Bring him in there. So you have the Crew as a spinoff series. You still have World of Wakanda, which deals with the Dora Milaje. You can even bring in some of Ta-Nehisi Coates'. I know. Calm down. You can bring in some of Ta-Nehisi Coates' work for that, because what he did with the Midnight Angels and the Dora Milaje was incredible. It was beautiful. It was amazing. You can have them do that as well. Bring in that love story. That's just a service. Again, I'm not a writer. I'm not a director. I'm not a screenwriter or anything like that. But I was just thinking about the other day because I was thinking about Chadwick and I was thinking about what they could do. And that's what came to me. You can bring in some stuff from Ta-Nehisi Coates. You can bring in some of the stuff from Priest. You can bring some stuff from Reginald Hudlin and pull from these incredible writers and using amazing storylines and make this work. Again, this is as if they are not going to recast the role of T'Challa. That's it.
Good idea, brother. Good idea. I actually like it.
You get 2 spinoff series. You get the 2 movies. You know, but I don't know what they're going to do. Nobody knows what they're going to do. And I'm not going to theorize on what they should or shouldn't do. I just don't. But if they don't, I love the idea of the Crew. I love the idea of Casper Cole. I love the idea of Shuri becoming Black Panther and the Monarch, and taking over, and and you can even have the conflicts, and that's what caused the Dora Milaje to have the Midnight Angels, the conflict between in the civil unrest that goes on in Wakanda during that time of Shuri taking over and becoming the Monarch and the Black Panther.
All right. Yeah, bro. Give this man a job.
Get not only a shield. Get him a shield.
Not only a shield, but a job.
Get this man some pancakes and that maple turkey bacon. So that's my thing. Also this week we had Destiny 2, The Witch Queen, the latest season for Destiny to come out. Destiny 2, I should say. I've played a little bit of it. I haven't been able to play a lot of it. Played a little bit of it. Outstanding, loving it. I can't wait to dive in and really just go all out and enjoy this new season. The story is in depth. They've changed the interface a little bit. Obviously, they bumped up the power of the characters to a new base. Loving it. I'm hearing great things about it as far as the story mode as well. They're bringing in a few new weapons, a few new features for weapons, which I'm happy about because I love the weapons in Destiny. It's one of the reasons why I play. Just a great story and everything like that. Awesome. So, last thing I will say is Maya Crown Williams. If you don't know who she is, you should go and look her up. As she says, Google her. Unfortunately, she has fallen on some hard times, and she was diagnosed with cancer. Stage 3, I believe. She's doing treatments now, and life hits hard, unfortunately. If you have the means, the funds, please go and donate to her GoFundMe. As always, I have the link in the episode description. If you're able to, please go and donate whatever you're able to. If you are not, copy the link and share it on your social media accounts. She is iconic, and I do not use that word lightly. She is iconic in the realms of Black geekdom and Black culture and events and everything. She puts on events and has a con. It's not an easy thing to create a con. It's not an easy thing for a Black person to create a con. It's not an easy thing for a Black woman to create a con. She has done this. She has also created her own film festival as well. She is down for it and down for us. So if you're able to, please go and donate whatever you're able to. If you're not, like I said, if your pockets are tight, and I understand pockets being tight, then just share the link around your social media, and let's please do whatever we can to help out Crown. All right. Thank you. On that note, brother, what is to come? What we got on the pipe? Did I say what do we got on the pipe? I meant pike. I ain't mean pipe. Came out wrong. No, I'm not a crackhead. Right out here. Selling shoelaces for a rock. It's ridiculous.
We left out a trailer, brother.
What trailer was that, good sir?
Nope. The new Jordan Peele movie.
I have to watch that trailer again, man. Something about it doesn't hit like the other trailers. I think it's because it's very minimalistic.
Yeah.
But it does. First of all, I do love the title though. But it should have been nah. NAH ... Nah. The sequel's gonna be who all over there.
Exactly.
Which is a term. If you don't know that term, you don't hang out with Black folks. You really don't. For real. You really don't. It didn't hit me as much. Although, first off, I love seeing what's the young lady's name? Oh my God.
Keke Palmer.
Yes, Keke Palmer. Apparently, everybody says she's trying to act in everything. I said, look, get your money. Alice looks incredible. I need to see that movie. But yeah, something about it. I don't know what it was. It didn't hit me as the other ones did. but I'm still down to watch it. I still want to see what's going to be going. I believe this one's going to deal with aliens.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it could be something totally different because it's Peele.
Yes.
Yeah, but it was very minimalistic. I'll only watch the one trailer. I'm not going to watch another one. Best I can, but I will be watching it because it's Peele, and I want to see what ridiculousness is going to be in there. Because the movies always give you a little, not even a little. I shouldn't even say a little. They give you a lot of something. What are your thoughts on it?
I am intrigued because, hey, Peele's had me since Get Out. Like, to kind of just to kind of think that there is this comedic mind that has this very, very dark corner that he's willing to go to and put it out for consumption is really interesting to me. And I thought one of the really, really, really interesting parts of it already at the beginning is this notion of how, you know, a black family that deals with like horse ranching.
Oh yeah. They were the only ones in Hollywood.
Yeah,
like the only black family in Hollywood to do it. Yeah, that was a cool aspect.
Yeah. And that made me kind of think back to, you know, Watchmen and also Lovecraft Country in a way, right? Like Watchmen, thinking about Bass Reeves being the inspiration for the Lone Ranger, right? And just kind of like, you know, these things that Jordan Peele and certain people are doing, like kind of unearthing these things that we may not necessarily know because we were never taught it in school. You know what I mean? You know, and then I'm interested in seeing what he does with this, because it can't just be this. I mean, obviously there are those overtones of it being about aliens, but there is, as with all Jordan Peele things, there's going to be a lot of subtext going on with this. A lot of subtext.
He always throws in a lot. Some things to throw you off, some things to bring you closer, some things to make you just go, "Wait, what? I don't know what. I don't know what happened."
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
yeah, and I liked. I really liked. In some ways, I feel like the teaser trailer that led up to Nope was better. Like there was because there was like a Super Bowl preview trailer that they dropped, where the middle image in that Super Bowl trailer was literally half on one side was Daniel Kaluuya crying from Get Out, and on the other half was Lupita Nyong'o crying in Us. And they almost kind of matched. It was crazy when you saw that image on screen. It was like, wow. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this guy knows what he's doing. Like, he really, really knows what he's doing. Like, I don't know.
We'll definitely see what's going on with it. But like I said, this trailer just didn't hit me as much. But again, I know that there's going to be more to the movie.
Yeah.
So I think it's to the point where I don't even need to know that. I don't even need to see his trailers. I just know he's doing a movie. What's it called? Nope. Yeah. All right. Cool.
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Nope. So it means I shouldn't be there in whatever situation is going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I'm going to see that.
Yeah, even if he dropped a movie called My Mama's Drawers. Nope, I'm there.
I'll be like, that title got me. All right. Because it's always going to be something that we going to say. You know, there's always going to be something that we going to say. Like when you hear something, like, you know that came from us.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
who them churn?
Who?
Who them churn?
You know what I'm saying? Who dog is that? Do We Bite? His next movie going to be called Do We Bite? Bet. Do We Bite?
Oh my God.
Somebody get a dog, man. Somebody get a dog, bro.
Yeah. And they definitely, his movies definitely are movies that you need to watch more than one time. to kind of get everything that's going on because there's just so much in there.
But there's like Get Out. I watched only once because it hit me so hard. I was like, God, y'all wilding, because I've been in interracial relationships, and I started looking back, and I'm like,
y'all wilding.
I ain't nah, messed me up. So I started thinking about it, like, what if I hadn't got out? Like, what would I? Was they behind my back having raffles? Oh,
y'all wilding.
Yeah. Next movie gonna be called Y'all Wildin'.
Yeah, exactly.
He gonna make a one about a cooking show called Who Made the Greens?
Yeah.
Who Made the Greens? And for some reason, if it's Shirley, it's okay.
Yeah.
Everybody got a Shirley apparently. Yeah, exactly. If it's not Shirley,
exactly.
I don't want them greens because her house ain't clean. I swear to God. Lord, I love us. Lord, I love us.
You gonna be the continuity coordinator on Y'all Wildin'. Y'all Wildin'.
Can you read the script, Antonio? Yeah, sure. You wildin', man. This is good, though. God damn, man. This is good. What's it gonna be called? Who All Over There? Oh, shit, I gotta see that. Yeah, man. Yeah. Let me know. Who All Over There? And best picture Oscar goes to Who All Over There?
Yeah.
I would love to hear that at the Oscars. You get the whitest, driest, most wonder-bred white man ever.
Yeah.
And say who, this isn't even correct. Who, it should be who is over there, but who all over there? Like, I'll be sitting right in the row, hot wings. Like, whole plate, got a Dixie plate and everything.
Exactly.
Juice from the greens dripping over. Oh. Don't invite me nowhere. Bet. Don't invite me nowhere. Yeah, the next movie is gonna be called Bet. It's gonna be set in a casino.
Yeah, exactly.
Or it shouldn't be. No, it shouldn't be set in a casino. It has nothing to do with gambling, but it's called Bet.
Right. Exactly.
It's gonna be like a fight club or something like that, like a fight club in the ghetto, like some underground fight club for organs. Or and it turns out that's the same doctor from Get Out. Like before he was doing that experiment, he was doing a different experiment with organs.
Yeah. Oh God.
This one's a great fighter. You see, bet. I bet. Yeah. They got this medical experiment, man. You know, they paying people like $2,000. Word, I bet. That's it. So we right there. That's it.
Yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
You gotta say bet like Danny Glover says. Put the barrel in.
Put the barrel. No. Not because it might go in one ear out the other. Do you know how anatomy works? This isn't Looney Tunes. Weirdo.
Get you.
We will be doing a retrospect episode on Loaded Weapon and Lethal Weapon, both, because that other movie is ridiculous as well.
Oh my God!
A little known Samuel L. Jackson film.
Thank you.
Loaded Weapon 1. Yeah, we only need one. We weren't gonna get two of them.
Yeah.
All right. So on that note, folks, next week we have scheduled TJ Sterling for Villainous Kickstarter, which is up and running. We'll be checking that out. We'll be having him dropping by the show, and after that, we'll be going to Infinity and Beyond. I don't know. I just want to say that I have no idea what the hell we'll be doing. I don't know. We're not going to be doing anything crazy. I just threw that in there. There's no reason for me to say that. None.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. That's it. If this was a sitcom, and at the end when the credits are rolling, this would be my face.
Yeah. Enthusiasm.
Yes, enthusiasm. Y'all wilding about them enthusiasm.
Excuse me, brother.
Yes. Bless everyone. Yes. Bless all the peoples. So on that note, folks, brother, you got any last words for us? Let's see what the comments is going on in the comments. So we got some. He got them eyes too. Yes, for Daniel, he does have those eyes. He does. Yes. That brother knows how to give a look and not even say a word.
Oh yeah.
And he gives you everything. Like you remember that was a movie where he was. It was where he was going after Liam Neeson's crew.
Oh, Widows.
Yes, he was, and that scene we were just looking at my man like, and he was spitting. He was like, "Yo, it's good," and shot him. I was like, "Damn, the bars wasn't that tight. The bars would have been tighter if they had been tighter. He might have lived." May, and then he was like, "No, go ahead, man, run." They shot him in the back. I was like, "That's what happens when you leave Wakanda under some shady mess."
Yeah, exactly.
I love how people linked Get Out to Black Panther. They said, "Look, my man Chris said, nah, I'm good. He went to Africa. He went to the secret village in Africa. That's how much they messed him up." I love how we Black people funny. We come up with the craziest continuity.
Exactly.
And it'll make sense to us too.
Yep.
Yeah, so on that note, brother, you have any final words?
I will say something real quick.
Yeah.
About Marina. What is her last name? Baccarin?
Yes.
She was on my short list to be Wonder Woman, you know. I think she would have made a good one.
Yeah.
It would have been very different, but
I could see her as Wonder Woman. She's got that presence. She has that strength.
Yeah.
You know, she would be. I'm trying to think of a gender bending role that she could take. We should do that every show. Like one of us picks an actor to be like a outside the box. I hate that term now. Like an out of the way casting.
Yeah.
That you wouldn't think.
No, Joyfinity. It's Baccarin. I think it's BACARRAN, is it?
I want to say
she's Brazilian.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, Baccarin. Yeah, she's awesome too. I mean, my first time seeing her was on Firefly. Then like she's just been in stuff all over.
Yeah.
I have to think about that. Yeah, we should definitely do something about like random castings, such like that. Like pick like an actor and just be like, look, this actor for this because boom, 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 or just pick that actor and don't say nothing, just like this actor for this.
Yeah. I was sorry to see your show got canceled, brother.
Which one is that? There's been a few of them.
Another Life.
Yeah, I like they just.
Yeah.
It was timing.
Something else.
It was timing because of COVID, because it was so long, and also I think Netflix and Sci-Fi is weird.
Yeah,
they like to cancel their shows like 2 seasons after like they've gotten good shows. They're great cast web, and this was an interesting ass show. And I think they're putting that money towards, and I'm not trying to be funny, they're putting that money towards animation, and they're putting that money towards like quote unquote big name actors for movies and stuff like that too. And apparently for games, which nobody freaking asked for. I don't know why the hell are games on. I don't know why there are games on this. I just don't know why the hell there are games. Oh, and she was on Gotham.
Yes, she was on Gotham. She's actually married to that guy in real life.
Oh, who?
I can't think of that guy's name.
Gordon?
Ben McKenzie. Yes.
Oh, is she? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're married in real life.
Oh, wow. California.
Yeah.
This isn't how I play the piano because I don't play the piano.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah. All right. So, final Final words, brother.
Even though restrictions are coming down everywhere, COVID is still a thing. Remain vigilant and be safe.
They told us at work we didn't have to wear a mask anymore. I was like, okay. Somebody started coughing. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, this is why I do it. Yeah, exactly.
Even if like COVID has lightened up and it has, I haven't gotten sick this whole time. The only time I got sick was when I got my vaccination. I haven't gotten sick because I stay away from people and I wear my mask. I love it. And I also don't like showing my face. So I'm going to keep wearing my black mask and I'm going to keep looking like, what was her character's name? Sister Knight?
Yeah, yes.
I looked at a picture of me wearing my mask and a hoodie and I said, when did I become Sister Knight's cousin, Brother Afternoon? When the hell did this happen? What the hell is just happening here? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the Great Values version.
Exactly.
We got Sister Knight at home. We got Sister Knight at home.
Exactly. Oh my god.
Oh god.
When are you seeing Batman, brother?
Huh?
When are you seeing Batman?
Probably tonight when I go rob a bank in Gotham.
Besides that.
Oh, no. When does it come out?
4th?
Jeez. And it's not going to be on HBO Max.
No.
I don't. Life right now is a little iffy.
Yeah, I know.
I'll try to see it like probably, if not that week, the week after.
Okay.
Because it's going to be like 3 hours, right?
Something like that.
So I'm gonna have to watch it twice. Cause I know I'm gonna have to run out the back, run out that piece, and so I'm gonna be real with you. My prostate be like, you watching movies outside now? All right, I got something for you. You're gonna learn today, which just happens to be the next PO movie. You gonna learn today.
Yeah, exactly.
About an inner school that something isn't right.
Yeah,
the teachers. You don't know. I'm just making up this ridiculous pile of like PO spoof movies.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. For myself, look, folks, it's a wild world out there. We have a lot going on, unfortunately, in Ukraine. Things are just really ridiculous, and there's a comedian, Pete Holmes, who has this joke about how we focus on like little things, and he's like, and the thing that always gets me about jokes, he says, zoom out. We are on a rock floating through infinite space that's getting bigger. None of this makes sense. When you think about that joke and you think of how we are just a grain of sand in the universe, and then you see something like what's going on in the Ukraine, and it's just these weird ass old dusty white men waging wars because they mad about something that happened like decades ago. It's weird. It's giving red flags. That's big red flag energy. That's big musty testicles energy. And I wish I had something really cool to say or a better way to make the world seem, but I don't. So just do the best you can. Be the best person you can be. Don't feed into the hate and the hate mongering of the wars, and just do your thing, please, folks. It's a wild world out there.
It's true.
You know, that's it. So on that note, folks, this has been Michael Williams.
Yes, sir.
I have been, and I probably will be tomorrow, Antonio Pomares. And this has been another rousing episode of Fandom Initiative. Do the best you can with what you got, because it's all that you get, and eat something tasty, and tell them it's on the Hungry Bleak. I'm not going to pay for it. Just tell them it's on the Hungry Bleak.
Yeah, just tell them.
I'm not going to pay for it. Weirdo. Whatever. All right, y'all. Have a good day. Enjoy the rest of it. Go on and get some of that D. Yeah, I'm not going to change that statement. Peace.
Yeah.
Watch as we go out. I'm a shimmy shake with my shoulder.